So we had you doing 4 things in the past. We had you doing the pull apart retractions, which have been working really well. And we had you doing the against the wall, which was working well until recently. We had the curls, and then we also had what I believe was, let me check my notes. Oh, right, the shrugs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep 2, we're gonna drop 2. We're gonna keep the band pull aparts, the retractions, and we're also gonna keep the pressing overhead. But the other ones we're gonna drop. I'm gonna walk you through some new things, and I'm gonna walk you through how to make the old things harder that we're keeping. Okay, so I want you to keep the band pull aparts that we were doing, the retractions. Keep doing exactly what you're doing, try to make them tougher as you go. But what we're also gonna do is something similar with the weights as opposed to the band, and we're gonna make it a little bit harder. So what you're gonna do is you're either gonna grab like a chair, a couch, some sort of elevated surface so you can use one arm, post on it, so all of your body weight is on your legs and here. I don't want you holding yourself up with your back. Just pretend that I have something here. I'll use the vacuum for this. So this will be my chair or couch. Make sure it's something stable. You're gonna have a weight in your hand. And what I want you to do is pretend like you're going to pull the band apart, but instead you're gonna use the weight in only one arm. So it's the same thing. Taking the elbow up really, really high, thinking about taking the weight and putting it in your back pocket. Grab the weight, really let the shoulder blade move forward, bring the shoulder blade back, pull it like you're pulling the band but you're using the weight, back pocket. Shoulder blade all the way down, shoulder blade pulling together, back pocket. Now what I want you to play around with is some angles your body might like better, some angles your body might not like as much. So what I want you to start with is keeping the elbow tight, playing around with that. If that doesn't feel so good, or it's not quite doing the same thing as the band, try maybe closer to 45 degrees. Same thing, try it again. If that's not quite it, try it even further out, and you can just hunt around until you find that angle. You're gonna find that pulling back might be a little bit better for you, pulling straight up might be a little bit better. Play around with it. Start with very, very small weights. We're talking like 2.5 pounds in the hand, maybe 5 pounds, and we'll work our way up. It's really important that you hunt around for which angles best work for you. The whole idea is we want to get those shoulder blades to do the same thing as the band pull aparts. We're going to pretend like we have a free weight. I'm going to use, I don't know, I'll use this flashlight for example. I don't have any weights on me currently. So what I want you to consider is the hardest part is going to be getting the weight up to about here. It really doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you do it comfortably and safely. I recommend using the good hand, your left hand, have the weight, kind of get it up, maybe on your chest a little bit, have the other hand grab it, transfer over, and you want to be able to hold it roughly here. Again, we're going to start with a light weight. What you're going to do from here is just like we were doing on the wall, is you're going to press up and behind you, and I want you to shrug as high as you can. Really feel these muscles here do their job and the muscles back here. That's what we're really working on. Slowly down, up again, really overpress. We really want to overpress everything. Let the shoulder blade move, pause at the top, slowly control it down, okay? You're gonna feel a lot of tension, and that's a good thing. So, just like everything else, I want you to hunt around, starting from here. If straight in front of you doesn't feel good, try 45-ish degrees. If that doesn't feel good, try closer to 90. I have a feeling this one will not be quite right. Somewhere in the 45-ish degrees, most people's shoulders really like. So I want you to press and actually extend your arm as much as you can, like this. The only reason I'm not is because the fan is right here, but it's super important that you're able to get up, over, maybe even a little behind you. It's all about getting tension and exploring those end ranges. I want you to get really, really confident with these and strong. I want you to be able to hold something over your head and using your shoulder blade muscles and your shoulder muscles to do that job. Here's the other important part. On the way down, when you're done, make sure to shoulder the weight so it's literally on your shoulder, so it's not like on your wrists and all that. Use the other hand, transfer it across your chest into the good arm, and then put it down from there. You want to go really slow with getting it up and really slow with bringing it back down, just so you don't aggravate anything. Make sure that you, there's no good or correct way to do it. It's whatever your body feels best doing. So the last one. So you are having trouble taking any sort of weight and bringing it out to the side. That's totally normal, totally expected, because it's a rotator cuff situation, and that's what we're addressing here. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna start with just the arm. We're gonna try 2 different variations. The first one, just the arm. I'm gonna have you bring the arm all the way out to the side as high as you can. Let the shoulder blade go up. You can shrug all you need to all day. Pause at the top. Slowly 2, 3, 4, down. We do not totally relax at the bottom. We maintain a little bit of tension. Same thing. All the way up. Pause. 2, 3. All the way down. 2, 3, 4. Nice and controlled. Again, very, very important for you to explore. Does straight out feel good for you? Does closer to 45-ish degrees feel good to you? Somewhere in that plane, I would recommend starting with the 45. So, the other way to do this, and this might be the easier way, so perhaps try this, this part first, is we're gonna think about pulling a sword from our sheath, right? What we're gonna do is, if this is my right hand, so this is your right hand, we're literally going to grab the sword and we're gonna pull it up across, and we're gonna make half of a Y. So if we did it with 2 swords, we'd be making a Y like this. You can do it with both arms at the same time, but I really want you to focus on the one hand. So we're gonna pull the sword, pull it across, up over 45 degrees, really squeeze the shoulder blades, reach really high, feel the muscles over here doing their job, slowly bring it back down. Okay? So perhaps try the sword version first. If that's not quite the right one for you, then try out to the side. Only go as high as what's comfortable. You might find a little bit of pain close to the 90 degrees, even a little bit higher. Just go with what your body's feeling.